Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Mataji.
Pranam,
Dandavat
Mataji.
pranams. Hare Krishna. Let us wait for Mataji to join. Okay, Hare
3
Krishna.
minutes, 3 minutes, madam, Mataji.
Yes. Mataji will join now.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Pranam, Mataji.
Pranams, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I'm checking with Mataji and Prabhuji whether Mataji is joining or not. If not, I will join actually. I will take the class. Okay. Please give me. I will do my Krishnakant Mataji. I have to exit now.
Okay, Mataji.
I will make you host. I come back.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. So,
I'll make you.
because call is not going for.
Okay, Mataji.
I will make you host now.
Okay,
Yeah, just 1 second.
Mataji, I'll make you host.
Yes, Mataji. Sorry, there was some miscommunication to me. Okay. All right. Yeah, you please make me host, Mataji.
I have made Mataji.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavada Sevayam Bhavatya Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Om Ajnana Timrandasya Jnananjane Shalakaya Shakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Tada Siva Padandikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanashute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpadarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Dinamini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavade Paschataye Deshadarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Reading from Bhagavadam, we are reading the 5th canto, that is Creative Impetus, in that chapter number 20. So, sloka number 42. So, I humbly request those who want to recite, please raise your hands. Hare Krishna. Let me share the screen. Yes. Madhumai Krishna Kant Mataji. Hare Krishna. Please.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yo antarvistarayetena hi aloka parimanam cha vyakyatam yad bahirloka loka achalat tataha parastad yogeshvara gatim vishuddham udaharanti. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Anjali Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी धन्यवाद प्रणाम.
Dhanvat pranams Mataji.
यहाँ अंत विस्तार एतेन हि अलोक परिमाणं च व्याख्यातं तय बहिः लोक अलोक अचलात् ततः परस्तात् योगेश्वरः गतिं विशुद्धम् उदाहरन्ति. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
Thank you, Mataji. Chitra Mohini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Om
Krishna.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yoantar Visthara Etena Aloksha Parimanam Cha Vyakyatam Yad Bahir Loka Achalat Tata Parastad Yogeshwara Gatim Vishuddham Taharati.
Thank you, Mataji.
Haranti. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. I will recite this and then the next sloka, I think whoever are not read, I think they can take it up. So, yo antar vistara etana hai aloka parimanam cha vyakya yatham yat bahir loka aloka chalat tata prasadhat yogeshwara gathim vishuddham udaharanti. Synonyms. Yeah, that which. Anta vistara, the distance inside loka aloka mountain. Etana, by this. He, indeed, aloka parimanam, the width of the tract of the land known as aloka varsha, cha, and vyakyatham, described, yet which, bahihi, outside, loka aloka achalat, beyond Aloka Aloka mountain, Tata, that Parastat, beyond Yogeshwara Gatim, the path of Yogeshwara, in penetrating the coverings of the universe, Vishuddham, without material contamination, Udaharanti, they say. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. My dear King, so now who is addressing here actually? Sukadev Goswami is addressing actually to Parikshit Maharaj. So my dear King, outside Loka Aloka mountain is a tract of land known as Aloka Varsha, which extends for the same breadth, that is the width of the area as with that of the mountain. So what is the mountain range covered? The same width Aloka Varsha is also covering. In other words, 125, that is 1 billion miles, 125, I think it is 1,250 lakhs. We can take it in that sense, and that much yojanas. So if you multiply that into 8, it will come 1 billion miles. Beyond Aloka Varsha is the destination of those who aspire for liberation from the material world. It is beyond the jurisdiction of the material modes of nature, and therefore it is completely pure. Lord Krishna took Arjuna through this place to bring back the sons of the Brahmana. So I don't know this back, what is that, this pastime. So let me check it, or we will ask Mataji tomorrow to tell about that. Because I have not till now come across what is the story of the Brahmana. Or it's not Chandipani Muni also, yeah. So there actually, for his guru means Chandipani Muni, he went inside the river actually, and he got the Panchajanyam also. So that is not the pastime. So I'm not aware of the pastime of this Brahmana. So let us ask Mataji actually. If anyone knows, actually, you can tell also, not an issue. And Madhya Gatha Shuryo Dhyav Abhiyu Abum Yor Yet Antaram Suryan the Golayor Madhye Kotaya Suya Pancha Vimshatihi. Yes, Pananandini Mataji, please recite Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Pranam Mataji.
Pranam Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Anda Madhya Gata Suryo To Abhimaryat Antaram Suryanda Gulayar Madhye Kotayasyu Panchavinsati. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Anjali Mataji. Anjali Mataji, you recited already. Hare Krishna. I do. Okay, Vijay Kumari Mataji, you do.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam Mataji.
Pranam,
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Andamatyagada, Surayodhya, Abhuyor at Andaram, Suryanda Kolayor Madhye Kotya, Shu Panja Vimsadi. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Usha Dayavati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranams Mataji. Om Namo
Pranams.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Anda Madhya Gati Gataha Surya Gyava Abumoyo Abumyo Yat Antaram Surya Anta Golayo Madhye Kotiya Suya Pancha Vimsatihi. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Subbarao Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandrat Pranam.
Dandrat Pranams. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Andamadhyagata Suryo Dhyava Bhumyor Yadantaram Suryannagolayor Madhye Kotyasyu Panchavishnshati.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, synonyms. Andamadhya Gataha, situated in the center of the universe. Surya, the sun globe. Dhyav Abhimayo, the two planetary systems, Burloka and Bhuvarloka. Earth, which Antaram, in between, Surya, of the sun, and Goloya, the globe of the universe, Madhye, in the middle, Kotaya, group of 10 millions, Suyaha or Pancha Vimsatiha, 25. The sun is situated vertically in the middle of the universe. Sun is even if you take the planetary system, all the other planets are always rotating, that is around their own axis. That is, you can tell revolution, correct? Na? Revolution. So it will take and then it will spin around it will move around in an orbit around the sun, and it will take its own and around the center of its own axis. So like that, sun is the center actually. So sun is situated vertically. If you see the top view of this structural, that is the boom cosmology, so you will see the center point will be like the sun in the middle of the universe, and the area between Burloka and in the area, so where actually it is situated is in between the Burloka and the Bhuvarloka, which is called as Antariksha, that is the outer space, that means the top. The distance between the sun and the circumference of the universe, so from the center point being the sun, and to the that is the outer line of the universe. So the universe is the circumference, means they will tell that is the outer line actually. For example, if you take it as a circle, so that with respect to the diameter, we can measure actually. That defines the outer layer. The diameter will tell what is the circumference of that. You can, with that radius, you will take, if you take a circle, 2 pi r like that, we would have studied in physics in a very, very basic class actually. Correct, na? So the circumference of the universe is 25 koti yojanas. That means 2 billion. It is double than that of now, whatever we have studied in the previous sloka, that Aloka Varsha is similar to the width of the Loka Aloka mountain, that is 125,250 lakhs yojanas. That means 1 billion. So it is double than that. That is the distance between the sun. That means the radius itself is how much it is coming actually, 2 billion miles. So perpet, the word koti means 10 billion and yojana means 8 miles actually. The diameter of the universe is 50 koti yojanas. That means 4. That's why now whatever I told is 2 billion is the radius. So 2r is equal to the diameter. So this is a basic thing we also would have studied in the like 9th or 10th class mathematics also. Okay. So therefore, since the sun is in the middle of the universe, the distance between the sun and the edge of the universe is calculated to be 25 koti yojanas, because the total diameter with respect to yojanas, if you calculate, it comes to 50 yojanas, whereas half of that is 25. So that is the 2 billion miles actually. Yes. Madhumati Vilasini Mataji, please recite this sloka. Mrite anda esha etasmin yat abhutato martanda iti vyapadeshaha hiranyagarbha iti yat dirya dirhan yanda samudbhavaha. Yes, Mataji. Please recite.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranams Mataji.
Dandvat Pranams.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Mrite anda esha etasmin yata bhutatah martandya iti vyapadeshaha hiranya garbha iti yadhiya andyanda samudbhavaha. Thank you Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Revati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranams Mataji. Om
Hare
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Mriteyandayesha yadasmin yat abhutator matanda yidi vyapadesa hiranyakarbha iti yatriyanda samudbhavaha. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Synonyms: Mrite, dead, ande, in the globe, Esha, this, etasmin, in this, yet, which, abhut, entered personally at the time of creation, tatha, from that, marthanda, iti, thus, vyapadesha, the designation, hiranyagarbha, known as hiranyagarbha, iti, thus, yet, because Hiranya and Samudbhavaha, his material body is created from Hiranyagarbha. The translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. The sun god is also known as Vairaja, the total material body of all the living entities. See, many places we are actually, even the universal form. The Lord doesn't, that means here the mountains are there, rivers are there. So this entire material nature, we have studied in Bhagavad Gita in 11th chapter as a universal form. But still that form is not we are actually mapping to that form. So Lord possesses the form of, his original form is two-handed nature only. But we are able to visualize that this universe in the form of the Lord, there actually the universal form wherein Lord demonstrated that is a material thing actually wherein we can visualize, okay, these are all in that universal form, we can see the hair, that is the limbs, whatever the limbs we are, the legs or the Shudra's position also we have studied, correct now? So hip being, that is the waist being the Vaishya, and then the shoulders being the Kshatriya, and the head being the Brahmana position, like that. And if you take the creation wise, the shoulders and this part, the head part being this, up to this will be the Devatas, like that we have studied actually. So these are all the analogical or allegorically it has been mapped actually. So which has been created, which has been the more prior, that is the highest. So based on that, for example, if in an organization, I'm keep on telling this example, because the organization is owned by the owner of the organization, who has always been, we can relate it to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his creations has been in such a manner. Initially, he created the Devatas, so for managing this entire material nature. So they have been assigned with the particular responsibility, and then they are always into that task actually. So that is the Swadharma of them, and they form the upper part of this body line. So like that, so here actually the total material body, it has been compared here actually, material body of all the living entities. The sun god is also known as Vairaja. It defines actually the total material body of all living entities. We do have the material body, correct? Now this is a mortal body, which is a material body. Because he entered this dull egg, here this entire universe, when it has been created, it was dull. We can recollect in the third canto Bhagavadam, when Garbhodakashaya Vishnu enters into each and every universe, a lotus springs actually. In the stem, there are 14 lokas, and from the lotus flower, the Brahma actually is being created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means Garbhodakashaya Vishnu. So when Brahma has been created, when he gets up and he wants to see, he was able to see only the darkness surrounding him. And then when he was about to come, that is keep his leg out of that lotus petal, he heard the voice, Tapa, the two words actually. If you are able to recollect actually, two words, that means he knows, the position of Brahma as a intelligence level and whatever the austerity level. So a person, it's a role actually, like how in an organization multiple roles is common. A person who is qualified will enter to that. They may be able to, they will attend the interview, and they will, if they are clearing the interview, there is some qualification, experience, and then how they handle the situations, and then while interview, how they are able to address the situation, the case study kind of thing. So they will be given the clearance. The top management would have interviewed, and then they'll be giving that post. Like that, to attain the post of the Brahma, there is a certain level of qualification, and then the Jivatma who has qualified for that post, he will be taking up the role. Like in the previous, maybe that is 100 times. I think one of the slokas we have read now, 100 times austerities. I don't know whether I taught here or in fourth canto of Bhagavadam in Tamil. I think 100 times. I think it comes in Prithu Maharaj study only. There it comes in that chapter of 20th or 19th actually. So because recently I'm doing, that's why I'm able to recollect it. So 100 times So Brahma has to he has to come here and then as a Jivatma, and then same role he has to do. So that is a qualification. It has been defined in the one of the purports by Srila Prabhupada. If you are able to go back and check it, I'm not able to recollect the exact verse. So the austerities and then the level of austerities it has been attained by the particular Jivatma. So then only the Jiva will be qualified to become the Brahma. So here the Brahma has been created from the navel of the Garbhodakasai Vishnu. And then the secondary creation happens by the Brahma, wherein when he hears the two words, he sit actually. He knows that this is the the direction or the instruction that he is receiving from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he sat and he did that is a meditation, that is the devotional service on the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead for a particular duration. That means it is 1,000 yugas. I'm not able to recall exactly the third canto thing. And then later on, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, in the heart of the Brahma, he actually he was able to visualize. Brahma was able to visualize the Lord has appeared, and then he received the all Vedic knowledge for the secondary creation. Correct now? So like that, the total. So when the universes has been created, while the exhalation of the Karnodakasai Vishnu, all universes will be in the dark one. So this process actually happens, and then in every universe there are. It is not that only Chaturmukh Brahma. It is a multiplication, like 8 to 16 kind of thing. Till 10 crore head Brahmas are also being there in the different universes, the heads actually. So there was one pastime actually when Brahma wants to see Krishna when he went seeing the Vaikuntha. So that is the topmost Vaikuntha. Krishna, that is the what is it? Dwarpalaka was asking. So he was thinking that the four-headed Brahma is the only Brahma here. But when he received the question, which Brahma, which universe Brahma? So then only he came to know that there are not only one Brahma, there are multiple universes, and there are different Brahmas also in each and every universe, like that. So the creation we need to understand in the way actually it has been explained in the Bhagavadam, and so here the material body of all the living entities is being compared to the total, that is the sun god actually here, because he entered the dull egg of the universe at the time of creation. So for this entire one universe, one sun god. So he is also called as Martanda. So Martanda. So that is a name. So which defines the sun god name. So while he enters into when it has been created, it is total darkness. That time he enters actually. He is also known as Hiranyagarbha because he received the material body from Brahma. See, everyone, we are also receiving this 24 element body. He has been created by the Brahma as per the Vedic knowledge he has received from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, based on our karmic reactions and whichever that is a consciousness we have left the previous body. So like that, here Brahma only has created the sun god, and he received the material body from the Hiranyagarbha. Purport by His Divine Grace by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. The post of Lord Brahma is meant for very highly elevated. So like how I have explained from the third reference, that is third chapter, third canto, Bhagavadam, spiritually advanced living beings. Even in fourth canto, 100 times that particular spiritual entity has to perform the same type of austerities. Then only he will be attaining the post of the Brahma. When such living being are unavailable, so when there is no qualified personality, Lord Vishnu himself, he only becomes a Brahma. He expands himself as Lord Brahma. This takes place very rarely. So it is not like how in a material world, if 10 people are applying for a particular post, and then that post, if in the 10 people, none of them are qualified, we will always see who is better. better na? In out of 10, who did well? Even though the qualification level, there is not that much mapping. Who did well in the interview, how actually the approach has been made by the particular candidate, and then we'll be able to give that. It is not like that. So there is a qualification. If that qualification is not met 100%, so then Lord himself will expand as Brahma, and then he will be able to take care of the secondary creation. Consequently, there are two kinds of Brahmas. Sometimes Brahma is an ordinary living entity, and at other times, Brahma is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means when a qualified Jiva is attaining the post, that means he is qualified and he can take it. He will be given that post. That is one type of, that is a Jivatma kind, a living entity, ordinary living entity, wherein the other part is Lord himself expanding as a Brahma. Brahma spoken here is an ordinary living being. Whether Brahma is the Supreme Personality of Godhead or ordinary living being, he is known as Vairajya Brahma or Hiranya Garbha Brahma. Therefore, the Sun God is also accepted as Vairajya Brahma. So how actually the name comes from for the Sun God, that is Vairajya, is from the Brahma itself. That's what it has been mentioned here. Yes. Anyone would like to recite this sloka? Surye nahi vibhajayante dikshakam ayur mahi vidah swarga apavargau naraka rakshau kamchisa sarvashah. Yes. Subbarao Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Suryena hi vibhajyante dishakam dhau jyormahibhida sarga pavargau naraka rasau kam sichap sarvachaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Madhumai Vilasini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Suryena hi vibhajyante dishah kham dhimahi bhida swarga apavarga narakara saukansi cha sarvashah. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prana. Hare Krishna. Prana Nandini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Suryena hi vibhajyante disaha kham duyurmahi bhida swarga apavargo naraka rasam kamsi cha sarvasaha. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. The next slokam, let me check. It is the last sloka. Yes. It is the last sloka. Let me complete this and then we'll see. Okay. Suryena, by the sun god within the sun planet. Hi, indeed. Vibhajayante are divided. Disha, the directions. Kam, the sky. Duhau, the heavenly planets. Mahi, the earthly planets. Vida, other divisions. Swarga, the heavenly planets. Apavargau, and the places of liberation. Naraka, the hellish planets. Rakshau Kamsi, such as Athala, also. Sarvashaha, all. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. O King, the sun god and the sun planet divide all directions of the universe. So it means we have 10 directions, correct now? Like main 4 directions, north, east, south and west, and the diagonal directions also. It comes to 8, and then up, that is the sky, and the down actually, the earth. So like that, there are total 10 directions. In that, we have, in the previous few of the slokas, we have seen that 8 directions has been spoken actually. So here the sun god and the sun planet divide, because one sun actually it covers the entire universe. So it divides the direction. So it should be omnidirectional. That means in all locations the sunlight actually has to be it is being created like that, only one sun. So it is only because of the presence of the sun that we can understand what the sky, correct now? So there is one sky only, wherein the spiritual sky is there, and then this material sky being like this above this universe, whatever is there is the material sky within the universe actually. So this world and the lower planets are. it is also known, it is also only because of the sun that we can understand which places are of material enjoyment, which are for liberation, which are hellish, and which are subterranean. How many hellish planets are there? It is 28 hellish planets, I think. If you go to Goloka, I think in the Goloka chart, if you see, there are 28, and if you take one single universe, see here, this is the, see, there is only one sky. You can see this above part being the spiritual sky. There are multiple Vaikundas, and then this is the Vraja river, that means the Karana ocean. And if you take the transactional view of the one universe, these are all the like the pearls in the string, which has been in the pearls. Each pearl is a one universe. From the exhalation of the Karnoda Kashai Vishnu, Sambhu, Rama Devi, from some Maram, and then Maya, all are created actually. Correct now? So here, this cloud-like form, this is called as the Mahatattva. It is some small portion of this sky actually. So like how we are seeing here, it is we feel that it is a very big, correct now? But out of the creation itself, it's a very, very small portion, this Mahatattva. So in this Mahatattva, we have multiple universes, all are actually being kept in a position by the spiritual energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead actually. So from the Karnoda Kashai Vishnu, the expansion happens and he expands himself into the Garbhoda Kashai Vishnu. Okay. So this will be, this is the ocean. Actually, here the Sesha, the Ananta Sesha is actually holding this entire universe, how it has been holding here, you need to see here. So from the navel, there is a lotus flower, Brahma. So whatever I explained earlier, he hears the two words, that is only tapa. That means he has to meditate. So he feels that is the instruction from the Supreme Lord, and he meditates and he got he took the darshan of, he got the darshan of the Supreme Personality of God, Bodhaka Sai Vishnu, and then he received the knowledge how he should perform the secondary creations. Okay, here Burloka, which is our earth, the upper planetary system is considered as one planetary system, and then the lower as one. And if you see here, 28 hells, that is Naraka Loka. If you see here, 28 hellish planets are there. So this is how the universe, every universe will be like this. Only the Brahma will be different. The here four-headed Brahma, here in our universe, like we are seeing the four-headed Brahma. Like that in different universe, it will be like 8-headed Brahma, 16-headed Brahma, like that. So similar structure will be there. So it depends on the size also depends actually. And you have this Mahatattva layer. The space comes above this thing. Here these are the 7 layers, Panchamahabhutas actually, correct na? And then false ego and the Mahatattva, the last layer actually. These 7 layers. After this, only we are speaking, this is the outer space now, above this. So in the 3rd canto only, we would have studied how a jnani leaves the body. He has to, that Jivatma, that Jiva has to pass through all the lokas, every layer. So he will enter into the fire god planet, and then there the purification happens. And then many opulences will be there. That is, the opulences level will be more when he moves to every planet actually. And then still there, the Maya Devi will be testing whether this Jiva is attracted to this particular opulence or not, the Jnani. So the Jnani has a process. This also has been spoken in third canto. If you are able to go and recollect once again and then check it, there are verses actually. So every part still, until he reaches the Brahma Loka, okay, he has to pass through. Everywhere purification. If he is not attached to this material thing, then the renunciation and then the purification happens. And finally, he leaves the shuttle, and then only that Jiva Atma will be going, and here in the Brahma Jyotir, it will be, as we have studied Sahaja Mukti, it will be like a floating only here. So no merging happens. So that is the situation one has to understand for that is impersonal thing. So one should not aim for the Sahaja Mukti. Sahaja Mukti is the least Mukti one should aim. Wherein impersonalist, they always meditate on the light or that is only the flash, that is, and there is no form kind of thing, their meditation. That's the reason they attain to the Brahma Jyoti thing. So that is the highest level they always wish, and then they want to go there. But there is also not that is not the highest level, that is the least, actually, least Mukti. It is only because of the presence of the sun that we can understand what is the sky. So sky, the higher planetary system that is above the Burloka, this world, that is this my mother earth, and the lower planetary system, that is Atala, Vittala, Sutala, Patala, Talatala, all those things. It is also only because of the sun we can understand which places are for material enjoyment. So which are the locations, like Swargaloka also is the highest opulence place, wherein Somarasa, those who are doing the Sakama Karma Yogam and then expecting the Punya Phala. So they will perform the austerities that they will receive the Punya. So that Punya they can enjoy. So that is the expectation. So when you are performing any austerities like Tapa, that is Yajna and Dana, these three are the austerities, correct now? So in this, when you are performing this, you should not have any expectation. That higher thing will come up later on only. But initial phase, we would have also started with the Sakama only, but we would have realized after studying Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavadam, with expectation is doing is a bondage. So we are doing this devotional service to cut off the bondages only. Correct now? Urdhva Moolam. So that is when we realize that, automatically we will be not doing the activities with the Sakama. We may elevate to the Nishkama. So without any expectation. So yet karoshi, yet ashnachi, yet juhoshi tatachi, yet, correct na? 9.27 sloka, Krishna is advising Arjuna to perform all his activities. So as a samarpan to him, that means he has to offer everything to him. Whatever he is performing, whatever he is eating, whatever tapas he is performing, everything Krishna is directing Arjuna to perform like that. So it is not only for Arjuna, it is for us also. So Bhagavad Gita was spoken to us only. So through as a medium of Arjuna one. Arjuna being a wise person, but he has been asking so many questions, because in future people will come and ask so many questions like that on behalf of us. That time only Arjuna has spoken, correct na? So he has asked so many doubts, because we also will have the similar doubts. This Kali Yuga, the degraded Yuga. So believing the Shastras, and because we are all in the Pratyaksha Pramanam. So whatever we visualize, whatever we contemplate, that only we'll believe. So Shabda Praman, we hardly enter into the Shabda Praman. Even if we enter also, sometimes it will not go inside. Acceptance will not be there. So we always believe whatever we visualize. So that's the reason. So those many questions has been asked by Arjuna. And Vedas, through Vedas, we have to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But we use the Vedas for the ritualistic purpose and then do the Karmakanda activities. It is only because of the sun that we can understand which places are for material enjoyment. So where we can enjoy, where the liberation comes in the upper planetary system, correct now? And hellish planets, the down the Burloka and the subterranean. So these are the things. The last sloka here, I think, let Mataji will take, time is up. Okay, I will conclude this. Today's any doubts? See, till now we have studied about the structural of the universe. So whatever in the Goloka chart we have seen now, the same thing only we have studied. The upper planetary system, I think maybe next chapter it may come. I am yet to see that topics also. So I think let us have the class from Mataji tomorrow, so that we can ask the Brahmana story also. Meanwhile, I will ask Mataji to. Yes.
Hare Krishna,
Brahmana
Mataji.
story
I
is there in
sent you both the PDFs.
Krishna book, Mataji.
Krishna book,
Krishna
89
book,
chapter.
Yeah, it is
89
chapter.
chapter. Okay. I am doing
I
now.
have sent you. I
Yeah,
have
it
sent
is
Okay.
there, Mataji.
Okay,
And
fine.
another one
I
is
think
rescuing Sandipani Muni,
No, that is not the one.
That is different. That is,
No.
that I know.
Mataji,
That I
this is there in the Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji. This is there
Okay,
in
okay.
Krishna book, okay. 89th chapter.
18
Okay,
last
fine. I am doing 70th chapter, so I made to go into that actually. Okay, maybe that's the reason I am not aware. Madhumati Mataji, can you tell few words in that?
Yeah,
Actually?
Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. Once one
Okay.
Brahmana was there, no, so his wife, no, she actually delivered and the baby died immediately. So he went
Okay.
to the king, Dwaraka's king, Ugrasena was ruling at that time. So he was
Okay.
very bad, and it was the responsibility. If a child dies in front of father and mother, the king was responsible at that time. So he went and right away took the dead body to king's palace, and he started, just telling him, you are not doing a responsible job. My child has
Okay.
died. All. So
Okay.
then the Brahmana, and he told the king as a Kshatriya Bandhu, like, you're not
Okay.
Kshatriya and all. So,
Okay.
and he just, blamed king. So then,
Okay.
so it's like that, the second child, third child, 9 children died like this only,
Oh.
Brahmana.
Okay.
So
Okay.
every time he used to bring the child, and he used to make the king is not he's not making me
Ruling.
no,
Yeah.
ruling. He's not making my children to he's not what do you call taking
Okay.
care of children. So like
Okay.
next time, when he last time he brought, then Krishna was there, Arjuna was there in front of them. He started again telling about the king. He's not taking.
Okay.
So that time, the king, then Arjuna got a very, this thing, he told, you can't talk like this. I will, king will usually rescue everyone. He will look after everyone. That time, he said, I will bring back your children. I will rescue your child. So next
Okay.
time, he said, the Brahmana said, that even Krishna cannot do, and even the Sudama could, not that Krishna's
Pradyumna.
other people.
Pradyumna.
Pradyumna could not rescue. Then what can you do? No, he said, no, I've got that. This thing is there. He got Pashupatastra. I would
Okay.
taken from Shiva and all. So he said, I will rescue. Then you call me when your wife is delivering. You call me. So like
Okay.
that, he was called. Then when the wife was delivering 10th time, then Arjuna went. He prayed Shiva. Actually, he prayed Shiva, because the
Okay.
Pashupatastra was given to him by Shiva. And then he went, and but the child started crying. His child was delivered, started crying, and he put that Pashupatastra along with that, how Arjuna's this thing, all arrows. The child also taken away. He could not rescue. So
Okay.
but Arjuna was feeling, and again the Brahmana started blaming Arjuna. You said like this, and even Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Balarama, Krishna, nobody could save my children. So what you
Okay.
also did the same thing. So then he
Okay.
went to many lokas. Arjuna went to Yamaloka, he could not find. Then he went to so many loka, Chandraloka, he went, Vayuloka went, Varunaloka went. He could not find anywhere. Arjuna was having that Yogeshwara Shakti. So yogic,
Okay.
mystic yogic Shakti power. So then he came back and he said, I'm going to give up my life. I will go to fire, put my this thing body into the fire, and I will go
Okay.
die. So then Krishna
Okay.
wanted to rescue him, because Krishna told. So he
Okay.
Krishna, and then he went. So he went through all these layers, and they went
Okay.
whatever layers, the layers of this Brahmanda they went. And when
Okay.
they came to the last part, that was a very dark area. That time it
Okay.
was not possible to go. The Krishna's horses, that chariot horses also came back like that. They were not ready to go. Total darkness, absolute darkness. So Krishna put the Sudarshan Chakra, and then brightness came, and then they went to that Brahma Jyoti. From Brahma Jyoti, Arjuna could not tolerate that light. From there,
Okay.
Krishna made him to tolerate, and then they went to Karana Samudra. So from there, they saw in that there is a huge palace.
Okay.
There was Mahavishnu. So
Okay.
Mahavishnu. Arjuna and Krishna saw that Mahavishnu told that I have done this because I wanted to see Krishna. So,
Okay.
oh, he
Fine.
wanted
Fine.
to have darshan of Krishna. That's why he has.
Okay.
So this Leela was there, is there, Mataji.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Mataji. Thank
he
you very much
rescued,
for
he
sharing.
brought all the children, and then he rescued
Okay.
and came back with Arjuna, the same route.
Okay.
This route is there given. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much
This
for
is
sharing
this
this
is part
wonderful
of Bhrigu
pastime.
Muni. Bhrigu Muni's pastime also.
Okay, fine.
Part of
Because I am doing only now in the 70th chapter actually. So I made to another 20 chapters are there to complete Krishna book. Okay. Hare Krishna. I think that's it. Okay, no problem. No, thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So I think this only the structure of the universe we are studying, but related to that, we are always relating the factors, how the potential or the potency of the. Now, this is Bhagavan is omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. Okay, so in these three characteristics, we'll be able to visualize here. So we cannot understand fully, that much I can tell, because only the few words, whatever we are reading from Acharya's hint, actually, we will be able to take up little bit. Okay, so let us pray and meditate on the Acharya's lotus feet, and then let us get the understanding what he wants us to understand actually. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpadarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Ramacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.